project develops a semi-living fragrance grounded in the ancient Greek concept of pharmakon, both poison and cure, and the Arabic notion of it cuts and it heals. It draws upon the composite antidote traditions of theriac, where healing was not purity, but the careful calibration of toxicity.
ZÆHR was born from questioning a fundamental shift. In the face of ecological destabilization and widespread pollution, what does responsibility actually look like? Rather than seeking to erase toxicity, we asked what would it mean to design for coexistence with toxicity, not its elimination. We envision ZÆHR as a semi-living fragrant cream that uses genetically modified Staphylococcus epidermis, a bacterium naturally found on human skin, to bind and sequester airborne pollutants before they penetrate the skin's surface. Our design speculates a strain capable of interacting with atmospheric toxins while remaining surface-bound, preventing systemic absorption.
Materially, ZÆHR is also deeply rooted in the healing traditions of Kitāb al-Diryāq, a 12th century Arabic medical manuscript cataloging theriacs, which are basically potent mixtures of healing and toxic ingredients designed to negotiate between harm and healing within the body. We chose a cream format over a spray to preserve bacterial viability, to create a tangible barrier layer, and to encourage slower, more intentional use, transforming fragrance into a ritual of stewardship rather than a casual habit.
Scientifically, the cream prototype is based on engineering Staphylococcus epidermidis to express pollutant-binding proteins on its surface. The genetic construct integrates a SARA promoter for constitutive expression, a SPA signal peptide for sec-dependent secretion, and an LPXTG motif to anchor binding proteins to the bacterial cell wall. Two functional domains are incorporated: metallothioneins for chelation of sulfur and nitrogen oxides, and synthetic hydrophobic binding peptides for adhesion of particulate matter, such as PM2.5 and PM10. Due to technical limitations in modifying S. epidermidis, our proof-of-concept experiments reference precedent work in E. coli. Studies have shown that adapted E. coli strains enhance particulate capture through exopolysaccharide overproduction, and that wild-type E. coli naturally adheres to airborne dust via surface adhesins and biofilm structures. These findings validate the plausibility of microbial pollutant capture. The final cream formulation suspends the bacterial phase in glycerol hyaluronic acid gel to maintain viability, emulsified with a fragrance oil phase using natural glycide-based emulsifiers, and buffered to a pH compatible with skin microbiota.
Importantly, ZÆHR is designed not as a permanent shield, but as a cycle of stewardship. The cream must be carefully removed each night with an antibacterial wipe to prevent long-term pollutant buildup. In this way, protection becomes conditional on responsibility. The daily ritual of care becomes the essential cure.
To accompany the product, we created a brewing diagram inspired by Kitāb al-Diryāq's visual manuscripts. This diagram acts both as a conceptual map and a speculative instruction manual, converging around the human body as its center. It details the steps of bacterial engineering, fragrance composition, and formulation, while preserving the ritualistic, mystical aesthetics of ancient theriac recipes.
ZÆHR is not a consumer product. It is a speculative artifact asking how healing might involve discomfort, repetition, and negotiation rather than purity or relief.
It invites reflection. In a world of irreversible ecological tipping points, what forms of healing remain possible?
It proposes that cure and poison, life and toxicity are no longer opposites, but interwoven, and that healing today may require embracing complexity, balance, and ongoing care.
Three, two, one.
Gotta make sure the eyebrows look good.
This project, no, not this project.
To accompany.
Was that my line? That was my line. That was my line.
Glycerol hyaluronic acid.